So now let's look at what the story is on the front page of the newspapers. We have to start with the Daily Graphic. It talks about Simbox fraud exposed again. Police Suba collaboration retrieves 8,854 SIM cards. And this is a phenomenon that is ongoing, Mama V, especially when you keep having all these foreign calls with localized numbers. You'll be wondering that you may have been receiving a call from a Ghanaian only to be hearing all the feedback and knowing that there's a call from somebody you know who is outside or
so because this is very common, can you do something? I mean, if you receive a call like that, what can you do afterwards?
The telecom companies have various short codes, or I think short codes that you can always text to, and they'll try as much as possible with their collaboration with Suba, the CID, etc. to also.
But I think that education should come again, and it should be persistent.
But the thing is, the people who are doing all this are getting more sophisticated by the day. So they're always outwitting. So it means that the monitoring by the team is also critical.
Yeah.
And we have to say congratulations to all those security agencies as well as Suba, the NCA, who try to make all this possible.
I receive a lot of international calls with local numbers.
Yes.
So all I'm saying is, if I know what to do, like report them to somewhere or send the number to some other point, I could do that, but I'm not sure we have all those information.
And this one is said to be one of the largest illegal Simbox network, and this one apparently was just put in a certain kiosk somewhere.
Yeah.
And the officials from Suba as well as the CID just swooped in on them, and they'd been doing this as part of a task force that includes the telecom companies and the NCA as well, and the GRA, to make sure that they nab those who are corporates in all this. The other story we have on the front page of the Daily Graphic talks about the Tema oil refinery resuming operations, and that's on page 16 of the paper. Again, President Mahama commends Zoomlion. We know that that story is on page 16. And apparently, the company has also inaugurated a new fleet of motorized cycles, tricycles, so to speak. And it's a number of some 4,000, and 11,000 jobs will be created as a result of that. You get
because you mentioned Zoomlion, let me say that they should pick my trash. I don't know why we always have to keep reminding them. Coming from a National Sanitation Day exercise, where else do they want us to put those refuse? Please pick up in Ashorman. It's like urgent. Otherwise, I'll come here tomorrow and say same thing.
And the other story we have on the front page is Osia Diayo Dodankwa buried, and it's on page 32 and 65. On the back page, we have Midiema left Super Cup and Kotoko defeat Vision FC.
All right, so I can do the Ghanaian Times newspaper now. Front page of the paper. John Owusu dies in accident. 2 soldiers, civilian perished here. 33 children rescued. 1 trafficker arrested. Building collapses on 4 at Airport Business Enclave, and computerized school selection to be reviewed. Let me share the sad story of John Owusu, who died in an accident. John Owusu of Anglo Gold Ashanti story you find on page 3. Just a little bit for you. And it says that Mr. John Owusu, head of communication of Anglo Gold Ashanti, is dead. Reports indicated he was run over by a company vehicle while attempting to escape the wrath of some illegal miners who had invaded one of the mine sites, Kotdo, near Anwem in Obuasi at the weekend. This is really, really, really sad incident. They heard about the invasion. They decided to go with the police to check the situation out, and then they were chased whilst he was running. And this is one of their own vehicles because the vehicle was said to be reversing, and he was behind it. It just ran over him. Another vehicle also ran over him. He died in the process. May his soul rest in peace. Our condolences with the family. This issue about a building collapsing in airport. 4 people were injured after an uncompleted building near the Kotoka International Airport in Accra collapsed on Saturday. How many of these cases have we recorded in recent times? A lot. And 2 soldiers, another perished. This was an accident in Peki Jack in the South Dai district of the Volta region, and this also happened on Saturday. Let me go to page 20 because we're told that the computerized program is supposed to be reviewed. And the story says that the computerized school selection and placement system is to be reviewed as part of effort to enhance secondary education, President John Mahama has announced. He said the move would aim at addressing the shortfalls of the system after its 10 years in operation. Okay, a lot of people are calling for the review. We'll all wait to see what will go into it. There are some stories on the back page as well. You can grab the Ghanaian Times newspaper if you're interested. Roland?
Okay, so we need to have this, and you have on the front page of the BNFT, it says savings booster to offer higher returns, and then it talks about WAPIC insurance in resignation troubles, and then we have IMF shows faith in election year budget. We also have on the back page that Odotobri Rural Bank gets another international award, and Access Bank expands presence with new Bolga branch and Cosmos Hills hedging strategy, at least. So it means that they have more than enough in their coffers as far as that is concerned. We wish Cosmos well.
Let's do the Finder newspaper now. Front page of the Finder. Bribery scandal hits CJ's office. Judge accuses judge of bribery. A judge accusing another judge of bribery. I'll tell you a bit about it. Immigration Service to enforce aliens registration law. Also, North Atomic residents contract respiratory infections due to dust from abandoned road projects. That's you can find page 2 inside the Finder. But this bit about bribery, judge accusing another judge of bribery, page 2, the Finder newspaper, and it says, story by Elvis Darko in Accra, says a private legal practitioner, IB Akwante, has petitioned President John Mahama to remove from office Justice Denny Dominic Ajayi of the Court of Appeal for allegedly collecting money from judges of the lower bench for promotions and the opportunity to study abroad. According to the petitioner, in one instance, Justice Ajayi is said to have collected 2,000 Ghana cedis from Judge Benjamin Osei and promised to add his name to a promotions list, which he compiles. Amazing. So if you give, if the bribery, well, how did they say it? If I'm given, the giver and the taker should all be punished, correct? Wow, but this is serious. This is very serious, and it's very much detailed. You can get a hold of the paper, and then you can read the details for yourself. A little bit on the North Atomic residents contracting respiratory infections. Most residents in the North Atomic community are suffering from severe dust pollution, with some diagnosed to be suffering from upper respiratory infections as a result of the latrite spread on their roads. Details in the paper. All right, that's it for the Finder newspaper. Roland.
We'll see how that goes. On the front page of the Daily Guide, we have Kennedy and Schwarzenegger. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so Kennedy and Ifya Schwarzenegger. Kennedy and Ifya Schwarzenegger, you have Member of Parliament for Asin, what? Central?
South?
Asin
Is
South.
it Central? South.
Asin Central. And Kennedy Japan is here. You have him there, very handsome man, in my estimation. Ibrahim Mahama also has a picture with Ifya Schwarzenegger. And then we have Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo also sharing a pose with Ifya Schwarzenegger.
But why would they bring all those pictures?
No, where you mischief. You daily guide did this. It says Kennedy and Schwarzenegger at war. Woman raped and killed, but let me just zoom in on this one.
This is actually like the hottest gossip filler
in town.
In GH.
It talks about at war. You see,
read the first paragraph.
Kennedy Japan there.
Read the first.
It says, and then you see, this picture looks nice, wow.
The picture looks nice. Okay.
Please not mischief, it's just normal review.
I'm just...
Newspaper review. It talks about the war of insults and mutual disrespect between OKFM presenter Valentina Ejewa, aka Ifya Schwarzenegger, and Member of Parliament for Asin Central, Kennedy Japan, seem to have taken a rather partisan twist in a latest development. A new set of profane-filled audio recordings went viral on social media over the weekend, and one of them captured Kennedy Japan explaining that Efia Schwarzenegger started insulting him because of Ibrahim Mahama, and the quotations followed, etc., etc.
Explicit.
Okay. You also have page 3. Volta chief declares victory for Mahama, for Nana. It talks about Togbi Kweku Akpasu speaking at an event there as well. And Nana Dudan Kweku Fado with Robert Tetefio Ajasa. And it talks about how Togbi Kweku Akpasu, the chief of Nive in the Novice traditional area of the Volta region, has declared his support for the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Nana Dankwe Akufo-Addo, saying the latter would win the presidential slot in the November polls. Good. Okay, nice there.
You're good?
I am.
Let me do the Chronicle next. And this headline on the front page is certainly scary. HIV/AIDS out of control. Offenso alone records 474 cases in 2015. 35 reported dead. Doctors express worry. And that's what I'm going to concentrate on in this paper. We also have Juju money causes panic at Ahafo. And Bawumia warns Muslims against extremism. But this story about the HIV, where's that? Okay, so it says that 35 people, mostly women, died of HIV/AIDS last year in the Offenso municipality of the Ashanti region. The deaths were among 474 cases of HIV/AIDS recorded in the municipality by the Municipal Directorate of Health Services. Ms. Beatrice Apa, the Municipal Director of Health Services, revealed this at the 2015 annual review meeting of the Directorate at Offenso recently. But when you go on and on and on and you read the details, you'd realize how serious it's become and why the things that we've been doing, I think we should continue to do them. Don't think that the numbers are coming down, because in some areas they're recording rather high volumes, and this can be controlled, so let's control it. Juju money causes panic. I'm a bit interested in the story. When the children of Jedu in the Esutifi North District of the Brahafo region spotted a polythene bag known locally as Efiura Swame. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. On a refuse dump site on Monday, February 3, 2016, around 4 p.m., their curiosity would not drive them away without finding out its contents. Not even the white clothes, cola nuts, original hacks, toffees, and some spiritual materials lying inside the bag would scare the children away from opening its content. After throwing caution to the wind, the children opened the bag and found out that it was full of 50 Ghana cedis, 20 Ghana cedis, and 10 Ghana cedis notes. A scramble then ensued, and those who had the strength to elbow their colleagues took a lion's share of the jackpots. I think this is like an interesting story that you can read on your own, because it goes on and on and on and on. To get a better understanding of it, you can grab the paper. That's it for the stories that I am touching on in the Chronicle newspaper. Roland, you've got a last one?
I've no other one.
All right, so we'll do the online review quickly. We will go to the main page, myjoyonline.com. Acute water shortage hits in Sao Medro. That was in our AM News. Obuasi MC mourns death of AG official, assures of better security. Also, F1 represent Ghana at the 89th Scripps National Spelling Bee. That was in our news as well. Nankpanduri chief rallies for peace in the north. For more stories, do log on to myjoyonline.com. Quickly, we'll do City FM Online. Roland, a quick run through.
Okay, so we have to look at Islamic scholar linked to terrorists preaching in Ghana, and the Ghanaian-born Londoner joins ISIS. We're told that he's called, he has a surname called Kuti.
That's him?
Yeah. We'll also have AngloGold suspends operation over clashes with illegal miners, and boy bath with acid lots, runaway girlfriend's arrest. Ministerial vetting begins today, and that's by the Appointments Committee of Parliament. It will also include a regular guest on the show. John Alexander Korn, who has been nominated as the Minister for the Ashanti region. We also have Vodafone, others, they make other inroads in whatever it is that they're doing. But we'll go to the BBC Africa page. 4 killed in Burundi grenade attack, and apparently 4 people, including a boy, are killed in Burundi in a grenade attack on a bar in the capital, Bujumbura. And we know that since the president decided to extend his term, Burundi has seen some level of some clashes, so to speak, with some civilians being killed in the process by the army, we're told. Algeria also recognizes Berber language, and Algerian MPs passed a package of reforms that reinstate a limit on presidential terms and also gave the Berber language official status for the first time. Okay.
You know why I'm smiling?
No.
Because Sule is from Garu, and he sends a message. Says, Mama and Roland, perfect match, but too late. Please, your children
should marry each other.
And unfortunately, we have to disappoint him because they are all boys.
Yes, both of us. I have 2. They are boys. She has 2. They are boys.
So keep dreaming. This one says, good morning to you.
If you have a girl, let me know. Make a lot of money too. Because that would be
Puzzle 44 in Boko, we acknowledge receipts of your message. Aluta in Garu as well. Hi, good morning, my good friends. Thank Allah for your life. Roland, please let the authorities know that we here are not feeling the fuel and electricity reduction. From Aluta in Garu.
Aluta. Yeah, that's my good friend. I know him too.
All right, Harry says, good morning, Mama V. The computerized system of selecting school is not helping at all. The reason being, how can people get 34 and still get to Mauli school? It is high time we allow the headmasters to pick their own school. So let's go back to the old system of selecting students for school of their choice. Is from Harry. There was a story in one of the papers, and the president is assuring that we're going to do a review of the computerized program. So let's see how it goes. We have to make way for Benedict. His biggest story, though, I have not cross-checked this, but I'm sure that's the biggest story. Bahrain's Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa has received a major boost in his bid to become the next president of FIFA when he received an endorsement from the Confederation of African Football on Friday. And Benedict has got details of this and more, because there was a lot of action in England yesterday and over the weekend. All of it coming up in sports. Stay with us.